everybody, welcome back. We're here with Star Wars stuff for the weekend. There's quite a lot going on this week, so we'll touch on that kind of stuff, including the Steam Summer Sale today. But first, we must go turn in this quest. I logged out up here, but I went and trained and picked up the XS Freighter Flyby, and I will show you that because it is amazing. I just, tried it on a really pathetic group of enemies, and it was probably one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, let's start this quest real quick. Ookie. I don't know what language that is. So, first thing I need to talk about as I head over and do this quest over here is that Diablo from now on will be on Tuesday and Wednesday until that series is over, or until I change it. But for the time being, it's on Tuesday and Wednesday now rather than Friday and Saturday. It was having trouble competing with the views for the Star Wars stuff. The Star Wars stuff is the most viewed stuff on our channel. I think most of you guys come to the channel to watch that. But those of you who really like to watch the Diablo stuff, we appreciate it. But now you can watch it on Tuesday and Wednesday. Or, alternatively, you could just wait till the weekend and watch it anyways, because it comes out before the weekend now. It's just this one weekend that you don't get it. So, on Tuesday and Wednesday, when it comes out, you can hold off and watch it on Friday and Saturday if you really, really want to. It's conveniently in its own playlist and everything, so you can catch up on it very easily. What do I have to do? Aid wounded soldiers. Okay. But that should help out the Diablo series a bit, and that also is because of the whole Mass Effect getting done with and all that. So once again, as I've been saying for the past few episodes, if you have any ideas on any games that you want me to play through, let me know, because I'm looking to do another series sometime soon. Diablo will be wrapped up soon. I'll be starting the Jedi Knight soon, which, by the way, I did start leveling and it's going very well, but I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys at all. Let's try this ability. Okay, here's the Freighter Flyby. Yes! Yes! Die, suckers! Man, does that do a lot of damage. It's best ability in the world. Basically, my ship flies by with, Risha and all that, hanging out the window, waving at me. They drop a giant firebomb, and then the fire does damage over time to it. It's a little different for the agent. The agent is like an ion cannon, doing pulses every few seconds, and that's how the damage comes. With this, it's fire damage, so, or elemental damage, whatever you want to call it. Either way, it's really sweet. Whoops, moved. Come on. I'm getting unused to this interface, because on the Jedi Knight, I've been leveling with the new one, and I've adjusted it here and there, and it's still continuously evolving as an interface, but I really like it. I just, sometimes, when I go to heal myself, I'll run over and, click where Recuperate is over here, but nothing's over there on the new interface. It's down over, this direction. So, I don't know. I like it. It works out for me pretty well. As soon as I get it refined and how I like it, I'll put it up available to download for you guys. So, if you really want to use that interface I'll be using on the Jedi Knight, then let me know. And you'll probably see it fairly soon on the rest of my characters once I get it dialed in a bit more. It's still not completely comfortable with it, and there's still a few things that I want to change for convenience sake. So that's that's things I'm gonna do. But what else I need to talk about? Oh, if you didn't see the GLHF for this week, I played The Binding of Isaac. That is a really fun game, by the way. I was kind of surprised. It's dark, yes, but it is really fun, and it's actually kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It's not addicting. It's just compelling. There we go. You wanna keep playing. You wanna try getting as far as you can to beat the game and all that. But it's difficult. So you just die and you start over from the beginning, and you're like, why game?
I found your men. They're going to be okay. tauz azulas uvaltung mi chakulka dimaji. Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto.
I was having the hardest time getting that cap off that water. Just did not want to go. Okay. Yeah, let's go with the accommodation. Okay, good. Good. Now where to? Now, we gotta go turn in the quest down there. And that's it for this area. And we'll go up to the next area here on Corellia. We're almost done. We may finish it this weekend. If we do happen to finish it this weekend, I want to let you know, next weekend will be raid content. You'll just see this character in raids. That's going to be the entire Star Wars stuff for the weekend. But after that is when the Jedi Knight starts. Like I said, I've already filmed a lot of it. Based on what I have filmed with that so far, it's looking like the episodes will probably be 15 to 20 minutes each. And in each set of series, like for this, for instance, getting through Chapter 3 has over 30 episodes, right? Getting through Chapter 1 on the Jedi Knight will probably have something like 20 episodes. So it is significantly less because I'm not doing all this middle stuff here. I'm not floating around like this. You do see me running around in combat while I'm doing my story content, which is cool. I've made it very certain to leave me room to talk about what's going on in the story, because it is getting fairly interesting, and I'm only, just getting past the first chapter. It's really good. I'm liking it a lot. And being dark-sided is actually kind of... It makes you feel like a total douche, but man, is it satisfying sometimes, because, you're on the Republic. There's, like, the senators and people who are, like, all, like, highbrowing you, and you're like, just get over yourself. You're not that important. You're a senator. I'm a Jedi. I can kill you. And then you do. And all of their friends fear you. And you're like, this is really satisfying in a sick and sadistic way. It's like playing the Sith Warrior as Darkseid. It's super satisfying because you're a complete lunatic. And everybody like fears your character. And it's really fun. I like it a lot. I guess we'll turn in this quest. I wonder if there's going to be another flirt option with this chick. Oh, no, it's not the chick. Dang it. I was hoping it was. I think that's on a different quest here. Just the chick monk. It's close enough. I guess if you're into that kind of thing. Okay. Armoring or accommodation. Let's go with the accommodation again. I'm about to upgrade all my gear anyways, so I may as well just get the accommodations. I've got a few pieces of stuff in my bank or my ship thing, whatever you want to call it, waiting for me to put on at 49 and 50, so I'll be doing that. That'll get me ready to raid at least. One of them is a really good chess piece. Doesn't look as cool as this, but it is very good. Now, back to what I was saying with the Binding of Isaac. So the Steam Summer Sale's going on, like crazy full force. I'm checking it every few hours. There's always new flash deals and like the voting deal that pops up, and then there's the typical daily deals and stuff. I've bought so many games. I've bought so many games. I don't think boughten is a word. I have bought in. I've purchased a lot of games. How about that? Where the heck am I even going? I missed it. Dang it. So I've gotten myself a lot of games, and it's pretty cool. I've played about half of them, of the ones that I have gotten. The others are not even installed yet. Not like it takes me very long to install these little games. It took me a minute to download Super Meat Boy and install it, so it's not... I mean... It's a fairly small game. Same with Binding of Isaac. It only took a few minutes. And the ones I have played, like I said, are Super Meat Boy and Binding of Isaac. I play a lot of that. I haven't touched Limbo on purpose because I want to do that for GLHF as a blind thing. It's one of those games that if you go in knowing what's going to happen, then it's not as entertaining. And what else is there? I picked up a ton of Dungeon Defender DLC, like all of it. I picked up all of it except the Barbarian because I don't need the Barbarian on Dungeon Defenders. That was a very good deal. 75% off on all the DLC was probably one of the best purchases. I only spent like $3 and got all of it, so that was good. I've been playing a lot of that, but that's, you know, not necessarily a game I purchased on the Steam Summer Sale. I got that when it came out. So I guess Super Meat Boy is one of the major ones I've been playing, and I gotta tell you, I am super bad at that game. I am bad at precision platformers anyways. I swear, I almost broke my controller yesterday. You guys know me, I'm a fairly peaceful guy. I'm calm, I'm rational, but when you die a million times on the same level in the exact same spot over and over and over again, you tend to get a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Pissed off, you know, so that kind of thing. And then, you know, I try to control it, and I'm like, it's cool, yeah, I'm good. But really, let's be honest, I'm just shoving that anger down further and further, and it's building up pressure, and there's just one point when I was playing that this like a razor blade came out of freaking nowhere at the end of the level and just killed me, and I was right there. I was like right in front of the end, and I gripped my controller pretty hard, and I just gently set it down with a big thud on the the desk here, and my desk is, hey, you can probably hear, it's glass. It's really thick glass, so it was pretty loud. It was a little startling. My dog jumped up from like halfway across the house, and like I said, I put it down gently, and then I proceeded to turn off the game. Not through menus. Alt F4 is probably the best way to, and most efficient way to turn off a game when you just don't want to play it anymore. So that is exactly what I did. And I sat there for a few minutes feeling very silly after that, and then I decided just to not play for the rest of the day, and I went back and completed the level on my first try today, so go figure. But it's one of those games. It is rage-inducing, but it is really fun. It is super good. And the thing with games like Super Meat Boy is not that it's hard. I mean, it is difficult because you have to have precision. That's why it's called, you know, precision platformer. But the thing that gives you the rage is the fact that it's not the game killing you most of the time. It's your own incompetence. It's your fault. You're not able to do something or do it effectively each time or consistently. Therefore you die. It's one of those things. More hoodies, what the...
You're really attached to this city, aren't you?
Wasta micha kolkuka tu magi, ta ushagwa upa.
The Imperials couldn't blow it up?
It sounds like she's trying to flirt with me. Like if you don't read what she's saying, you just listen to it. It's coming off that way. See? See? You hear that? Without reading that, that's exactly what it sounds like.
Troops need their supplies. I'll protect your men.
It also sounds like the Sims language. You know it's true. Like, I don't even know what it's called. Simoleon is the currency, so what's the Sim language? That's like the Sim mumble is what I call it. The Sims are cool, though. I really do love me my Sim games. But, you know, you can only play so many of them before you've pretty much played them all. Oh, gosh. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, Super Meat Boy. Yeah, rage-inducing. Very rage-inducing. But because... Not because the game is rage-inducing, but because you're enraged at yourself. You're pissed off that you can't do something, so you beat yourself up over it, and to the point where you get so mad at yourself that you're not mad at yourself anymore, you're just mad in general. It's one of those games, and I think that's the best way to describe that. As Binding of Isaac goes, it's a bit different, right? Because that is more like you just maybe won't get lucky and get really good items. Like in the GLHF video, I got really good items. I got really lucky. I got pretty far, which is why I played for so long and didn't even realize. I felt like I played for 10 minutes and it was like a 30-minute video. And in that, if you don't get lucky, then you tend to get a little frustrated. So it's not you that's doing it anymore. It's mostly the game mechanics. Sure, give me the quest, you little droid. I'm just kind of like scanning it like a creeper, breathing over him. It's really weird. I don't think this character has a droid fetish. Just saying, that's not a thing. So that was it's really creepy. My guy just lingering over that dead droid. It's like scanning it over and over. Is there any quests in here to pick up? Well, there's quests to turn in. That's good. I think one of them is my smuggler. Yes, it is. Awesome. And it's Master Somali, something. Chick with the weird face that I could probably get to flirt with again. I wonder how that's going to work, because she's a Jedi and she seems fairly light-sided. Is she just going to, like, shrug this flirting off? This guy's last name is Tot. His first name should be Tater.
Squad out of artillery range. Simmons, move it. The Empire controls the whole battlefield now. Look for yourself. So don't get comfy. The imps can see us from the Diablo Hotel, and they'll shell here soon.
If you know where the battery is, why not call in an airstrike and take it out?
Normally, that's exactly what we do, but we can't risk all the civilian casualties. When they took over that hotel, the Empire locked the guests in their rooms and loaded artillery on the roof. Any bombardment would kill the hostages, and any troop assault gets pounded by the artillery. They've completely tied our hands.
The Empire won't be expecting one person. I'll get the hostages out.
I like your attitude. My observers will let me know when you get all the hostages clear. Then we can take the artillery out with an airstrike. Watch yourself once you get inside. The hostages are probably well guarded. I'll see you once it's done.
Okay, that's kind of cool. His little holocom thing went off in the conversation. Now he's actually looking at it. Good attention to detail there. What was I going to do? What was I oh yeah, I was looking at my pants. They didn't seem like they were the right color. So let's see if it's Unify colors. Apparently they are. Oh well. Okay, group face here. Talk to this dude.
Checking in, General Aves. Captain Kantara said you needed me.
If we need you anywhere on Corellia, it's here. We're getting close, and the Imperials know it. We've been on the march since the blockade ended. When we reached Axial Park, the Empire was waiting. Axial Park is the gateway to Capitol Square, and a monument to Republic history. Failure isn't an option here.
Tell me what I can do.
Every time we gain some ground, our troops get ambushed. Between the Special Forces and the Imperial Army, my men are overwhelmed. We're about to start a major offensive into Imperial territory. I need someone on the battlefield dealing with these ambushes as they appear.
Whatever the Empire throws at me, I can handle it.
I believe it. We've got to secure the ground we have. Our engineers are creating a perimeter of trenches around the command center. The engineers have armed escorts, but the Empire's hit them hard. They'll need your protection until the trenches are stabilized.
Tell your men to get working. I'll keep the Empire busy.
Move fast and take them down hard. There's too much at stake for games. I've got my scouts working to find Special Forces before they strike. As reports come in, I'll contact you with your next objective. Make sure you're prepared before you head out. There's no time to rest on the battlefield.
Okay. I guess we'll go do my smuggler quest. Oh, there's another quest to pick up over here, too. Well, let's grab that one, and then we'll go into there. Saving the best for last. Duh. I really do like the smuggler storyline. Even playing the Jedi Knight one, which is really good, I've still kind of been, like, Smuggler's the best, hands down.
Well, I wasn't expecting visitors. I'd get up, but the med droids just yell at me if I try. I guess I'm better off than Hawkins. But that's not saying much. The Empire's new Mandalorian rocket troops are tearing my squad apart.
The Mandalorians haven't used those before.
There's some kind of elite squad. They've got jump packs and rapid-fire blasters that punch through armor. Those jump packs let them go anywhere they want, and they pick us off like womp rats on a junk heap. I'd feel a lot better about being stuck here if I knew somebody took out those rocket troops. And my squad might have a chance.
I can't refuse a wounded man. I'll take care of your Mandalorians.
I can't thank you enough for this. The Mandos set up their camps along the Cross of Glory Walk. Slap in the face. There's something else. The Mandos turned off the hollow statues along the walk when they put up artillery. Those statues show our most valiant heroes. You can imagine what seeing them restored would do for the city's morale.
It was pretty dull around here. Restoring some statues and fighting a few Mandalorians should be fun.
Thank you. There's not enough folks like you in the galaxy. According to the medics, I'll be waiting right here. If you have the time to visit again, tell me how it goes.
Good. Defeating the Mandalorians goes back to my whole legacy tree. My bounty hunter is the father of this character, which means this character is very familiar with bounty hunter tactics and Mandalorian tactics because my bounty hunter is a Mandalorian. Now, where I've kind of retconned it a bit and changed it around is not that the kids ran away, but that, because my trooper, Carter, is, yes, Colonel Carter, you caught on there, that is a reference to Stargate, is his sister, right? So it's my smuggler sister. Where I changed it up a bit in my little legacy story is that my bounty hunter and Mako, because it's their kids, decided that the Empire was too dangerous, especially with what they've learned. So they decided to smuggle them into Republic care units, and that's where they've been the entire time, especially because his children, like this guy and the trooper, both have force powers, right? This is why I'm able to use like force choke and whatnot. Which means, at the end of the day, that they didn't want my smuggler and trooper to become Sith. And that's what was going to happen, so that's why they got rid of them. Or not really got rid of them, but secretly stowed them away. And the problem is that the kids think that the parents abandoned them. So that's, it sucks, but that's what happens when the Empire is involved. There's a lot of intrigue there. So there you go, a little bit of information for you guys. I really hope I can flirt with her again.
Captain, that dossier was incredible. Or all too credible, perhaps. Unfortunately, Dodonna got wind of the arrest. She's fled to the Void Wolf.
Yeah, who let her get away? That's probably...
Tell me someone's head is gonna roll for this.
This may shock you, but the Jedi Order doesn't generally encourage decapitation.
What? But you have...
all the lightsabers.
Exactly!
We've traced her to the Museum of Alien History, which the Imperials are using as a POW camp. High Command doesn't want to go any further. I know she was more than just your employer. Can I ask you to apprehend her now?
Of course.
Part of the Solonian tunnel network runs under the museum. You're the only one who might be able to sneak in and find Dodonna.
Fine. Tell me about this museum.
I can do better than that. I can give you a guide.
What?
Kursky!
Oh, not a squirrel. I'm gonna name him Alvin. Yeah, what is the problem? Or what kind of alien are you? There's always a way in.
Passable how? Imperial minefield, poisonous gas, man-eating alien tunnel beasts?
Captain, this is Kursky. She's going to help you get into the museum.
Also known as Alvin.
Done. The captain loves blasting.
You would know. Okay, where am I going? Wow, I've got a lot of quests out there. Well, I'm just going to travel over to the first one and we'll get started. That way you don't have to witness all the travel time. So we'll be back in a second.